cousins, kinfolk, what's good? As y'all know, I've been in Atlanta for about 5 months. I've been here since like May, April-ish or whatever. And so I finally have health insurance. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about that from the beginning of my channel, was that I needed to get some health insurance so that way I could get, you know, my inhalers and everything like that checked out. So I came up here to this doctor's office today. I'm not really sure how to say the doctor's name, and I'm also a medical assistant, medical professional, so I know how things are supposed to work in a doctor's office. Now, Georgia, Atlanta is just different in so many ways. Like I'm not used to, like, I'm in Baltimore, don't be wanting to work. People don't be wanting to work. All right, cool, I get that. But they're usually, like, it's sectioned off. Like, you know, if you go to this certain part of town, you about to deal with the people who don't want to work. So we not going to go to that part of town unless we need something quick and fast and cheap. You want something done professionally. You want to pay, you know, you want to get bang for your buck. You want to pay for the quality of whatever it is that you're getting. You go to another part of town. It's not like that here. It might be, but it's not like that here. Like, everybody here has an attitude like they don't want to be at work. And I understand that the pay in Atlanta, it is kind of shitty. It's pretty fucking shitty. So I understand all of that. In the same breath, in the same token, you have a job to do. You have to interact with the public. Your personal feelings don't have nothing to do with how you render me service. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. So I pulled up to this doctor's office today, and I don't know how to say the doctor's name, and I don't want to be ignorant. I don't want to sound rude trying to pronounce her name, and then I'm saying it wrong. And it's not even that I have a problem with the doctor, because when I looked her up online and I saw that she was a black female doctor, and she's been working for well over 25 years in the medical field, and she's a family doctor, I was more than ecstatic to be here. I get here, it's now 10:45. I was sitting in the waiting room, no paperwork, no new patient demographic forms, no triage, no none of that, for 45 minutes. So I go up to the window and I'm like, yeah, I was just wondering. I was very sweet. I was very polite. Yeah, I was just wondering, you know, how much longer it would be before I have, before I'm taken to the back. Because I know that when you have a new patient, that those appointments typically take longer. They typically take at a minimum 20 to 30 minutes, depending on what the patient is coming for. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, I was coming to get my asthma inhaler, STD, HIV testing. Even though I'm celibate, just because you're not having sex, that doesn't mean that you can't get an STD. You feel what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of STDs that lie dormant for a very long time. And that's something else that a lot of people don't know. Also, every time you have unprotected sex or have sex period with a person, you start that 10-year mark over for when HIV/AIDS could show up in your system. So just because you're not having sex, if you've ever been sexually active, and in the entirety of your sexually active life, just because HIV/AIDS didn't show up when you got tested, or hasn't shown up in the recent times that you got tested, doesn't mean that you can't still be HIV/AIDS positive. It can take up to 10 years to show up in your system. I don't remember if it's 3 years or 5 years, or it could take up to 3 to 5 years for syphilis to show up in your system. Herpes simplex 1 and 2, they both can take years to actually rise up, and you actually have a flare-up or an outbreak before it shows up on your skin or on your genitals. Genital warts, they may start off, your skin is very smooth, it's regular. You literally would not know until you have an outbreak, but it is dormant in your blood. It is dormant in your immune system. So you still celibate, not celibate, you still need to be getting tested. If you're in a relationship, in my opinion, you need to be getting tested every 3 to 6 months. Because just because you're with your partner, that doesn't mean that your partner is just with you. That's a sad thing, but it is the fact of the reality that we live in. Like, people are not faithful, you know, especially if you're dating somebody that lived a transient lifestyle. I would highly recommend that you all get tested every 3 to 6 months. And what does transient lifestyle mean? Okay, so I'm gonna just be real. Like, I don't know no other way to be it. Like, a young lady that's living pillow to post, post to pillow. She, you know, she needs to get tested. You need to get tested. Y'all need to get tested together. Even,
yeah, because I don't know what y'all doing. Okay, is this a Georgia thing? We just pull up on the grass? I don't know. That was kind of scary.
You know, somebody, a young man or a young woman, they might be exchanging sexual relations to have somewhere to live. They might be exchanging sexual relations for their drugs or for their whatever their habit is. They might be exchanging sexual favors for that. So you definitely want to make sure that she's getting tested. And just because she is pretty, she bad, she got designer, long ghetto weave, white toes, doesn't mean that the poom is clean just because he got grills all up in his mouth, Cartier bands, dreads down his back, Amari's jeans, Louis Vuitton, smell like it doesn't matter. Y'all need to get tested. And if your partner has a problem getting tested with you, that is not the person you need to be with, okay? It's not. And the last and final thing I'm gonna say, because you know I can ramble on, is this, right? Like I said, herpes simplex 1 and herpes simplex 2. Herpes simplex 1 is more around the mouth area, what is more commonly referred to as a cold sore. If you've ever had a cold sore, you have herpes. You have herpes. I don't care if you had a cold sore one time in your life. That's herpes. And somebody did that to you. Somebody gave that to you. Herpes simplex 1 and 2. Now, for most people who have herpes simplex 1, which is a cold sores around your mouth, and like, you know, different areas on your face, usually that comes from some old dirty ass person that kissed you as a baby on your face, and now you're 16, 15 years old, stressing out, and this is your first time having an outbreak on your face. It might be 1 cold sore, it might be 2, but either way it goes, cold sores, they are not the prettiest things to have on your face. They're not. I don't know. I think that's the most diplomatic way I can say it. A cold sore is a cold sore. Like, there's no way to make a cold sore cute. And in order for a cold sore to get better, you have to let it breathe. And well, now we're in this pandemic panorama, so people are wearing masks, and it's just really bad, y'all. Stop sharing masks. That's another way that cold sores are being spread, is through the sharing of masks. Stop sharing masks. If your homegirl comes over and you know that she deal with cold sores, you need to change your pillowcases. Okay, don't do it blatantly in front of her face, but hey, mental note, sis was here, need to change the pillowcase. Okay, your homeboy, you feel me? Because I'm not discriminating against just women or just heterosexual relationships. If you're in a homosexual relationship with a male, hey, homeboy came over, I know that his booty dust is not always the cleanest. I need to make sure I wipe this toilet seat down. I need to make sure that I wipe the entire commode down, all the doorknobs, because for some, even gay men, I know gay men that do not like to wash their ass. They do not like to get up in that thing. They don't like the douche. And I'm talking about have been gay for years, like 90% of their life they've been gay. You understand what I'm saying? Some of them have genital herpes. They don't like to get up in that taint, up in that gooch. It burns. It's a sensitive sensation. I get all that. Just know. And then this is another thing, right? Or just know you need to clean up after you. If your friends have had that conversation with you and have let you know, hey, I have genital herpes, or I have cold sores, I have herpes simplex 1 or 2, you need to clean after them. You should be cleaning after people leave your house anyway. Because everybody is not going to disclose that information to you. For whatever reason, herpes is one of the most stigmatized, has like one of the biggest negative stigmatisms, is it pertains to sexually transmitted infections and sexually transmitted diseases. And y'all are probably like, how does she know all this? First of all, I'm a medical professional. I know things. I know things. Second of all, I have friends and family members that have herpes. I mean, herpes is just as common as having an extra finger, an extra toe, extra tooth in their mouth, one less toe, one less finger. Like, herpes is common AF. I'm not like the spokesperson for this shit, but I've seen how it has torn apart relationships and how it has torn people down and how it has really affected people's self-esteem. If you have ever had chicken pox, you have herpes. It's either active or it's dormant. but you have herpes. Literally everybody has herpes. It's just a matter of it becoming active on the skin. Herpes is a skin condition. It is more often than not transmitted sexually, but it is a skin condition. Don't be out here making people feel bad because they got herpes. Somebody did not disclose information to their partner, or a person who had a cold sore kissed a baby, or you kissed somebody that had a cold sore that you didn't know about, because nobody is telling people, hey, I had a cold sore 3 weeks ago, don't kiss me. No, nobody is doing that. Not nobody that I know, which is why I'm very particular about who I share my drinks with, if I share a drink with you, and probably just my mama. I gotta be real.
Can't park, sis. You driving a whole... Anyway.
My mama, I gotta be really thirsty to really drink after somebody. Like, if I can't drink it first before you, then I'm probably just gonna be thirsty. I don't know, you know. Who you smoke after, smoking blunts, smoking cigarettes, J's, sharing bongs, all that. Whatever, you got to be careful. Some people like the tip of whatever they're smoking, if they're sharing with somebody, to, you know, kind of like disinfect it, if you will, to burn off the germs. Do that shit. If somebody gets offended that you're doing that, you don't need to be smoking with them. They on some weird shit. 3 fingers, pick one to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you worry about your safety. So understand that understand that everybody has herpes. It's a matter of it being active or dormant in your system, and different things can activate an outbreak. Stress, too much sugar, too much bread, too much yeast, not being clean, touching your face too much, touching your genitals too much. Before you engage in foreplay with your significant other, you should be washing your hands. The vagina is a very sensitive...
We doing sex education today because you couldn't have your doctor's appointment.
I'm about to go home and find me a new doctor. Yeah, we're doing sex education today. Before you start fondling your significant other, you should be washing your hands. Male and male, female and female, male and female. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. However you identify, you should respect your partner's genitals enough that is one of their most sacred places and private places on their body. Therefore, you should be clean before you touch them.
My hand's a little bit ashy. I did not put on any lotion. Dang, I cut myself. Not intentionally, but dang, I didn't even know.
Also, before you perform, what's the word? Fellatio. Before you perform fellatio, you should be brushing your teeth, gargling with some type of mouthwash, okay? Because everything that you have eaten for the day, everything that has gone in your mouth is in your mouth, and you're now about to put your mouth on your partner's genitals and then put it in you. Before you have sex. Most ladies know. That's why we hit the bathroom before it's really about to go down. Go up in that bathroom. Lift that gooch up. Lift that sack up. You feel what I'm saying? Just clean it a little bit. It's not embarrassing that you want to be clean before you have sex. It's not. That will actually help a lot of STD, STI, HIV, AIDS rates go down. That would help a lot. Just be clean before you have sex. You feel me? We're in a pandemic. Everybody should have hand sanitizer in their car. You feel me? If you like to get a little nasty at the light, make sure you got some hand sanitizer. And my mouthwash is on the other side of the car. I got mouthwash over there too. You did what I'm saying? You feel it's naimi. Be clean. It's okay. It's okay to be freaky at the light. A little red light, lettuce. Get it. I'm all for it. I'm down for it. Do it. Just, you know, you feel me? You feel that urge coming on. Hey, babe, pass me the Listerine. Maybe he gonna know what it is. That might tempt him to wipe the steering wheel down, because obviously the steering wheel is dirty. So I still gotta touch the steering wheel to drive, but let me wipe that down. Now let me wipe my hands down. Now let me reach over here in the babe. You feel what I'm saying? Didn't do that. Just be clean. It's okay to be clean. It's okay to be clean. Ladies, if you got a yeast infection, it's okay to tell your man, not right now. Can't do it, babe. My pH balance is off. I've told my significant others that before. Like, no, we can't do nothing right now because my pH balance off. And he's either going to respect that or he's not. And if he doesn't respect it, that's not the man for you. It's blowing. It's mind blowing how uneducated men are about the vagina. It's mind blowing. I think that every human being should have to take sex education together. I think they should. And I think that they should be tested more on the opposite sex's genitalia and functioning than their own. I think that's how it should be, because it's mind blowing. Like, I love Baby V and Dakota, but it is so funny to me how Baby V can tell Dakota anything pertaining to her body, and he just take that shit. She like, yeah, doctor said we can't do nothing for 5 months. He like, 5 months? Dang, what's wrong? No, you need to know. Like, wait a minute. That's a little bit abnormal. That's a little bit abnormal, sis. Never heard of that before. What's going on? Anyway, so that's today's video. Thank you for coming to my sex education talk 101. Strap up, use condoms. Men, bring your own condoms. Women, bring condoms too. Bring men and female condoms. Men and women need to have men and women condoms, period. My advice, don't have sex with people that you would be mad you have a baby with, period. Sis, he's showing you signs right now that he would be a terrible father. Broski, she is showing you signs, big, red, stupid, dumb flags that she is going to be a baby mother. And that is not what you want. You want a mother to your child. The mother of your child. The mother of your children. You don't want no baby mother. You don't want no baby moms. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to talk like that in conversation with your friends and shit like that when you politicking, but you do not want a baby mama. You do not want a baby father. You don't want no baby daddy. That shit is not cute. It is 2021. It is not cute to be nobody's fucking... It's never been cute to be a baby mama or a baby daddy. And I know that I had my points in time in life where I tried so hard to become one. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for the PCOS, cuz whoo child, it be real ghetto over here. But anyway, thanks for coming to Sex Talk today. If you have any more questions, comments, concerns, you need to have you a single parent, single dad with a daughter, niece that you need to have the talk with, comment down below and I will FaceTime sis and we will have the talk, baby. I will get her together. I will let her know you got a young man, you're a single mom, you don't really have anybody else in your corner. You noticing that young sir is starting to go through some changes, some things are starting to poke out, getting a little bit of dirt on the lip. You need somebody to talk to him. Tell them, hit me up. Auntie got them. I got the kids. For real. I love the kids. And really, for real, if you're having a hard time with your daughter or your son explaining puberty to them, please hit me up. Comment down below. I'll probably even put my email address down below. Or in the description bar. So peace, love, and blessings. We still out. Wrap it up.